I want to show everybody what's involved in staging a vacant home and a spec home. People think that it's real easy and that it's simple and that it goes quickly, but there's a lot to it. So today, hopefully we can show you more of the ins and outs of what goes on a typical stage day. Specs are move-in ready. They're not built from the ground up with what people want. So a lot of builders will build like a couple specs and hope they sell them fast, but sometimes they sit. So that's when they'll call in a stager, because it's usually less expensive than having a full model home done. That's very expensive. Because of where it's at, it's Gaithersburg, it's DC, I always ask who's our buyer. You know, it's probably people in their 30s, maybe 40s, but no kids. These are all things I'll either ask an agent or the builder themselves. So obviously this client already answered those questions. I like to know, because I don't just stage because something's pretty. There's always a purpose. What am I staging for? I'm staging for the buyer, not the homeowner, not the builder. It's for the buyers, to get them to mentally connect when they walk in. So I have to know, that's my job, to know who is my buyer and what do they like.
Come on, you got it? I just had to get towards the middle. Go! Good job! Look at that! I am trying to play a legit game of Tetris. I am trying to make sure that everything has a space and every inch of that van is completely packed. Like there's not gonna be like an inch that's unused.
Oh, we have a table.
Yes, full table.
I'm feeling really official. This is awesome. Well, that's because we are official. So I'm just checking off what is going on the truck, because I can't tell you how many times we've gotten to a job and we're missing maybe even something as simple as a pillowcase. That becomes an issue. I'm wasting time. Maybe pictures are scheduled and then I'm wasting the client's time too. So just trying to make sure everything that we say we pulled is actually going on the truck and we're not missing anything. So it's really important, as we're pulling, packing, and loading, that every single thing that was planned for that house gets on that truck and is loaded efficiently and is loaded safe and is protected, because time is money. When you're selling a house, you want to depersonalize, because you want buyers to walk in no matter what race, religion, ethnicity, no matter who that buyer is. You want them to walk into that space and mentally unpack. If they mentally unpack, they'll write the offer. So how do you do that? It's knowing who the buyer is and staging for that buyer. So with staging, that's usually what I do, is I start with my main piece of art, probably for the living room. And that's usually how I come up with the colors, and it's usually 2 to 3 colors at the most. Once they build the bed, then we'll probably get all the main pieces down here set up, and then from there we'll start accessorizing, which is the pretty part. And then I'll usually put art where it needs to go. It's usually the big pieces, then the art, then accessorizing, then final touches. So that's what we're doing now. It's gonna look good. Getting excited. My smile's coming out.
Right there. Good.
How many girls does it take to walk in a lane? At least Alexis and Amanda are so
maybe
cute.
You have to turn it around.
Most time-consuming part of staging is before, and then getting here and getting it all set. And that's like people that want to work for us. They don't want to do this hard stuff. The actual moving and the labor. They all want to fluff pillows. You'll see that takes like an hour. All right, so these are gonna have to be ironed.
We iron them because most of the time when they come out of the package, they have all these creases in them because they've been packaged for a very long time.
That's one thing I'm really proud of, is that I am picky about those details, because I think they're really important. People don't care if I know how to make a house pretty. They care if their house sells. That's what they need me to do. And so it's all in those details. So I would say the last hour of what we do is the most important part, which is what I am trying to drill into my girls. When it's done, I get very excited. I get very excited. Not because it's dumb, but because I say like our vision, like our team's vision comes together, you know? So it's cool. It's pretty cool. Every single house I get excited about, and I want it to be the best one, and it's every single one I'm always like, this is my favorite, and I like my girls laugh because I say that on all of them. It doesn't matter if the house is 100,000 or 800,000. Like every house deserves to be presented well, regardless of location, price point. They all deserve to be presented well and sold at their top value. I think it all came together really well. We didn't forget anything, and it looks great, and I think it will sell quickly, and I think the builder's going to be really happy with how it turned out.